Donetsk direction, Russian forces attempted yet another assault, throwing men and armored vehicles into battle in hopes of breaking through Ukrainian lines. But waiting for them were the fighters of Ukraine's 25th Separate Assault Brigade, ready, coordinated, and armed with precision. As the enemy advanced, FPV drones were launched into the sky. Guided by skilled operators, they flew straight toward their targets. One by one, Russian vehicles erupted into flames. Armored carriers, support trucks, and other equipment left as burning wrecks on the battlefield. The destruction of their machines shattered the offensive. Without armored support, Russian infantry could not advance. Confusion turned to retreat, and within minutes, the entire assault collapsed. The Ukrainian brigade suffered no breakthrough, no losses of ground. Instead, they demonstrated once again how modern technology and calm coordination can crush a larger attacking force. For the 25th Brigade, it was another day holding the line. For the Russians, it was another failed assault, ending in wreckage, smoke, and defeat. From the front line comes a report from Ukraine's drone operators, fighters who are redefining what it means to control the skies. In this mission, Ukrainian pilots engaged not ground targets, but an enemy loitering drone, the Russian Zala, designed for reconnaissance and long-duration surveillance. Its task was clear: track Ukrainian movements, expose positions, and guide enemy artillery. But it never completed its mission. Spotting the Zala in the air, Ukrainian operators launched an FPV drone, guiding it like a missile in a deadly pursuit. What followed was an aerial duel, one drone hunting another, weaving through the sky in a battle of reflexes and precision. Then came the decisive moment. With perfect control, the Ukrainian pilot steered his FPV directly into the Zala. A flash, an impact, and the Russian drone was gone, reduced to fragments falling from the sky. This was more than just the destruction of a target. It was proof of mastery, proof that Ukrainian drone units can intercept and eliminate even the enemy's eyes in the sky. Above Ukraine's positions, control of the air no longer belongs to machines, but to the skill of the operators guiding them. Every interception like this ensures that Russian artillery fights blind, and that Ukrainian soldiers fight with one more layer of protection. Once again, the message is clear. The skies over Ukraine are defended not only by jets and missiles, but by the ingenuity and precision of its drone warriors. In the Sumy direction, Ukrainian fighters prepared a deadly ambush. The first strike came quickly. An enemy armored personnel carrier was targeted and destroyed. Its crew left stranded on the battlefield, but the operation did not end there. The Ukrainians waited patiently, knowing Russian forces would send evacuation equipment. Soon, another armored vehicle arrived to rescue the crew. The moment it appeared, a second strike hit with devastating precision. Both machines were reduced to wreckage. The rescue mission had failed before it even began. In just one ambush, Ukrainian fighters forced the Russians to lose 2 armored vehicles instead of 1, turning their attempt to save comrades into a double defeat. In the Kharkiv direction, Russian forces attempted to resupply their positions. A truck loaded with ammunition moved along the road, unaware it was already being tracked from above. A Ukrainian drone locked onto its target and dove with precision. The strike was perfect. The vehicle was destroyed instantly. But the true devastation came moments later. The ammunition inside began to cook off, one detonation after another, until the entire site became a raging inferno. What was meant to sustain the Russian front line instead turned into a fiery hell, leaving nothing behind but scorched earth and twisted metal. Once again, Ukrainian drones prove logistics are the enemy's greatest weakness. The Ronin combat team has dealt another crushing blow to Russian logistics. This time, their drone struck a train loaded with ammunition for frontline troops. In seconds, the wagons erupted into flames, the supply line cut apart. It is the second enemy train destroyed by the unit, proof of their unmatched precision. Like masterless warriors of old, the Ronin fighters wield drones as if they were katanas, silent, swift, and deadly. In the Sumy direction, soldiers of the 414th Separate Brigade of Unmanned Aircraft Systems delivered another devastating blow. Using a fast and precise FPV drone, they targeted a Russian Grad multiple launch rocket system, one of the main tools of enemy artillery fire. The strike hit perfectly. In seconds, the launcher was destroyed, reduced to burning wreckage. With it, the Russian military lost its ability to bombard Ukrainian positions from this sector. One drone, one strike, and the entire weapon system erased from the battlefield. In the Kursk direction, Ukrainian F-16 fighter jets carried out a series of high-precision strikes. Using GBU-39 guided bombs, they targeted Russian warehouses and fortified positions. The attack was devastating. An entire logistics hub was wiped out, cutting supply lines and crippling enemy coordination. The mission was flawless, with no losses on the Ukrainian side. Another clear proof that modern precision weapons are changing the battlefield. In the Zaporizhia direction, Ukrainian forces carried out a powerful joint operation. Fighters of the 14th Separate Aerial Reconnaissance Regiment, working together with drones and rocket artillery, identified the exact coordinates of Russian manpower and equipment. The data was passed to a HIMARS multiple launch rocket system, loaded with M30 Pickton cluster munitions. Moments later, a devastating strike tore through the position. Enemy troops and vehicles were completely destroyed, their strongpoint erased in a single barrage. Once again, HIMARS, guided by Ukrainian reconnaissance, proved unstoppable on the battlefield.